Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. And, well, today is basically Christmas in March. This was not planned. This was not scheduled. All of this just happened. And I just want to say I'm not bragging. I'm just very, very thankful and appreciative of all the support from, everybody out there viewing. And I was gifted a lot of stuff in a very short amount of time. Like I said, it just all worked out this way. I got contacted by this person, this person, this person, this person, but hey, I want to send you something. Hey, I want to send you something. Hey, I'm going to send you something. Hey, I'm going to send you something. And it's like, what happened? But anyway, all I'm going to do is show you guys what I've got and kind of what some of the thoughts and plans are for it. And then, all of this will get seen again in the future as we get to it. So the first thing is Roland, one of the longtime viewers and channel member, said, hey, I'm going to send you something. And he said he had a Kyosho Outrage buggy, and he was sending it to me as parts. Now, if you guys know, I have an Outrage 2 buggy sitting over there that needs a little bit of work and should be ready to go out for a run. And he was like, oh, I don't need it. I'm just going to give it to you as a parts car. Well, all in all, it's not bad. I mean, it's got scuffs and scrapes from running, but other than the gear cover case, the little Lexan gear cover, it's all here. Now, the tragic Kyosho body breakage is there. These bodies are not too terribly hard to find, nor expensive. It's evidently very difficult to get the body back on with the bent antenna tube. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. Now, tires are shot. They're kind of, this one's especially kind of bald. This one's actually not too bad, but they do have some significant flat spots on them. Bushings are pretty bad up front, but overall, it's not bad. So this one may get a cleanup, new body, new decals. I honestly think I have a decal set for this. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I can get them from MCI, and the bodies I can get from Team Blue Groove. The wheels are kind of faded. Does it really matter? It's a free buggy. No, it doesn't. So this one may get cleaned up, get some electronics tossed into it, and obviously you can tell it needs a little bit of cleanup. But, he told me he was sending me this, and, I was over the moon with it. I always appreciate gifts and, things I can use, and, it would be nice to have a parts car. But then I opened the box, and there's a, 90% assembled sand Scorcher in it. Now, he never finished the actual build of it, but it is 90% there. Got the driver figure, the front end, the motor, the tail lights, headlights, the plastic bit, the bushings, the rubber boots and all. And he did give me the smoked windshield, and yeah, the clear windshield is in here. So I have a choice of clear or smoked to go on the body. And I went out and ordered the Sand Scorcher body set. Why? Well, I'm going to do the box art paint on this, which is not fun. I have seen many people complain about it, that, the box art paint job is not enjoyable. You have to have really crisp tape lines and really straight. Just nothing about it looks or sounds fun. But I am going to do the complete box art paint job on this. That said, I want a runner body to where I can take the body off quickly, pull it up, pin, swap them out. And then I can take it out, run it around with a custom painted body that, if it gets scratched, it's not that big of a deal. And then come back in, snap the box art body back on there, and add it to the shelf along with all the other good looking ones. So this one absolutely blew me away. I was over the moon with the parts car, and then I get this. So I have ordered the few little bits and pieces that I know I need for this. So this one should be coming up soon. I do have to address one or two little things with it, and like I said, finish it off. So Roland got us going. And, I was, like I said, tickled pink. And I was tickled pink with all of that. Yeah, that would have made my entire month. 2 months, 3 months. But then somebody else reached out. This box came all the way from Singapore. Holden Black from T Studio Works reached out, be like, hey, I'd really love to donate something to your channel. And I was like, cool. He's like, well, I don't want to tell you what it is, but I want to donate something to your channel. And, I offered to pay for shipping, all that stuff. He refused. So sent me this. So I get this big box in, and inside we have a Timmy Avante 2001 roller. So wing is in here. That's ready to go on. And then the parts kept coming. New servo saver for it. Driver figure for it. He did say that you have to like add some little wings to the side to be able to either glue it or screw it to the body. Then he gave me a full set of the yellow Avante wheels. And then we have a full set of the wide spike tires to go on it. And then I have a vintage Sanwa radio. Vintage Sanwa ESC. This is the BL Fighter from Sanwa. And then Sanwa steering servo and Sanwa receiver. Fully ready to rebuild package. So he also gave me a very, very kind note, and I'm not going to read it, but it's just so awesome. Like I said, I'm just a dude who sits down and plays with toy cars and decided to, start putting videos out. And I never thought I would have people from around the world, hey, I'd like to send you something. Or just, enjoying it that much that they thought to send something to me. It's just amazing. So, Holden, I thank you so very much. I know this cost you a butt ton. Real quick story. Basically, he bought 2 of these from buggy a while back. I think his intention was basically get 2, make one really good one, and maybe have a parts car. And then he realized that both of them are in pretty good shape. So I think he decided, he restored one completely for himself. And then this one, I think he just wanted to pass on. Overall, it's in great shape. It has been run. There's some couple scuffs on the bumper. There's some scrapes and scratches on the under tray. But overall, interior-wise, it's, you can tell, it's got, you could have something attached here, probably the receiver or the ESC. That was probably the receiver. So you can tell it has some age to it, but it is still in fantastic shape. So this one will get at least a decal set on there. The body is actually in really, really good shape. The wing's not all banged up. They did say that the wing sides are mounted incorrectly. I don't know. I kind of like the low profile look of it. So I'm probably just going to rock that. And probably get some MCI decals because these Avante stickers are a little torn up, a little ragged. So we can address the decals on here and, get everything torn down, cleaned up. But nice, smooth, silky shocks. They don't have oil in them right now, but he took that out so he could, mail it so nothing leaked. And, I just, again, blown away. So, kind of at the same time, I get another email. And this one was from Derek. And I'm going to go into the story. But he explained kind of why he got it and, why he wants to donate it to the channel. And I told him, not something necessarily in my normal wheelhouse, but I think a lot of people will enjoy watching the videos on it, and I am sure it is going to be a blast to drive. So we'll get to the bag here in a second. But this one, a brand new in box, Phantom EP four-wheel drive EXT kit. Like I said, not normally something in my wheelhouse, not a huge on-road guy anyway, but 12 scale on-road is a little bit more delicate, well, a little bit more low profile and speedy than I'm used to. But I do have a outdoor basketball course that is absolutely perfect for these things, not too far away from the house. So this will get built. I'm probably going to do box artish paint on it, I think. Probably. I don't know. It looks awesome. Why not? Maybe do neon yellow instead. I don't know. So this one will get built. It'll get run. And they also sent along a brand new Savox servo. Then we have the beautiful chrome 60 amp brushless ESC. It's the Le Mans 480 Gold ESC and the Le Mans 480 Gold motor to go along with it. So we are going to have a fully kitted out, super fast race car. So this one should be well past my driving capabilities. Hopefully we keep it on the basketball court and not in the grass. But again, absolutely amazing. I've seen these things run, and man, they are hyper. So this one should be freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to that one too. And none of this is in any sort of order. This is just the way it was kind of stacked up around here. Bob had mentioned something to me a while ago, Bob from Uncle Bob's RC, and said that, you know, he may have a package for me. It'll get to me eventually, whenever. And I'm like, cool, whatever, you know, whenever you get a chance. So it finally showed up. Little mailing envelope. And in it, he put in a full set of TXT decals. So if I am able to find a new body for the TXT1, I do have the full decal sheet for it. Has the window decals and everything in it for the back window and the chrome bits and all that stuff, and the full decal sheet. So that will come in handy if I can find a clear TXT1 body to fit on. Then he sent me, this is a RC Car Action June 1999. Still sealed in the plastic, which is a problem because I really want to open it up and look through it. But how many of these things do you think are still sealed in the plastic? You know, 1999, this thing's almost 27 years old now, and it's still sealed up in the plastic. It's never been opened. So it's going to stay never been opened. Gave me a very cool old school Tekken decal sheet, A-Mains decal sheet. And then he tossed in a old Proline flyer. So a lot of times when you bought Proline bodies, they would toss these in. I think they still do occasionally. You know, a lot of these tires I remember from back in the day. So I'm assuming probably late 90s, early 2000s maybe. But yeah, so super cool. Definitely something I will try to find a frame for because there are a lot of cool looking bodies on it. And I have this little header up here that is about that high and will work great for that. Now, he also sent me a OFNA poster. Now, these a lot of times would come in the magazines, stuff like that. Or if you bought a buggy, a lot of times they were in there. But it's OFNA, what is this, the Hyper 7 Pro. Now, back in the day, you would also get two-sided posters. So, if you can't read it, it says nice pair. So basically you have the Hyper 7 and the Hyper 9.5 buggy on there. But yes, very nice. And my wife gave me the huge eye roll when I laughed and showed it to her. So thanks a ton to Bob for those, both for the coolness factor of it and the eye roll factor of it from my wife. That was funny. And last but definitely not least, so Alan sent me a box of goodies. So this is something I've been waiting for. This is probably the quirkiest little radio controller I've seen. Basically, you're turn with a twist, and then you have a forward and reverse paddle. So you can press forward and then just twist to turn, and then reverse, twist to turn. This is for a Tyco RC. One that he had given me a while back. But unfortunately, he was driving through and left the controller in New Jersey. So, finally have the controller for this guy so I can sit down, finally get to cleaning this up, getting some batteries in there, and actually driving it around testing it. Now, the good thing is, since it's been sitting around for so long, and it was dirty and dusty when I got it, so it hasn't changed any. It's still got dirt and dust on there. And David sent in the Plexi Bright and the Pro Honda cleaner that will probably help a lot with this smoked windshield and just bringing back some shine to this old girl. Don't have high hopes for this. I've seen a couple videos, and they're not the promo videos that Tycho showed. That this thing is supposed to be able to drive on dirt, sand, gravel, rocks, snow, water. And from the videos I've seen, it looks like it barely gets out of its own way. It has a turning radius of a semi-truck with a broken steering rack, but it should still be awesome to look at, and laugh at, and just see moving again after Lord knows how many years. These are probably 2000-ishes. Okay, 2007. So 2007 is the date on the bottom of the truck, or the whatever this is, trike, reverse trike. So yes, that was cool. And then a while ago, I don't know, probably too long ago, No Music RC sent over the, I believe it's a Nico Hummer, and I still need to get to it. I'm sorry, Steve. It's down there on the shelf waiting to be taken care of, but the ADD in me just jumps from this to that to this to that, and have not gotten back to it. But Alan saw I got that, and he had something to go with it. So he sent over a full set of mat tracks that are supposed to bolt right on to that Hummer to take it from the big monster truck tires to the tracks. Now, obviously, tracks are probably not going to help the performance of it any at all, but a giant yellow Hummer on tracks is just going to look pretty badass. So, full set of these, and I believe all you have to do is just literally unscrew the bolt out of the wheel, take the tire off, bolt these on, and they basically key on back here to keep them from twisting, and we have tracks. So now we should be able to run that with tires and with tracks. So I have a full set of 4 of those in here, and they have been run, but not much. So I have a lot of cleaning up, a lot of rebuilding, building, and stuff to do. Plus, all the other stuff I already had to do, and the other stuff in the closet that I should be doing. So yes, we have at least another 12 to 18 months of content already here. And then there is an 8 scale buggy on the way from Addam. That needs to be ready probably pretty soon. Spring is coming very, 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 very fast. And, once Owl's track dries up, we're going to start hitting that. I got the TT 2.0 to take back over there. That's always a blast to drive. We have the SC10 that still has yet to be driven because it's been too wet and muddy over there. And now I have the it's the Hyper SSE buggy coming in, and then I also have the Typhon ready to go as well back over to Owl's. And yeah, for the buggy, I've already got a full set of AK impacts for it, an XC ESC, their C8, and a quick run 4274 2000 kV motor for it. That one shouldn't take too long. That is basically, checking everything over, bolting the wheels and tires onto it, putting the electronics in, painting the body, and that will be ready to go. So that one should be pretty quick. So as far as order of operation, I have no idea. So I have the Bruiser clone to do. I kind of want to get that done fairly soon, mostly because I think the assembly of it is probably going to take me a couple hours, hopefully, knock on wood. Next, we'll probably, after that, or before that, I'm not sure, probably getting the sand Scorcher squared away, starting paint on that. I don't want to get too many things to where it's like, okay, I've got 3 kits ready to go, and now I have 3 or 4 bodies I need to paint. I really hate getting myself pinned to where it's like all I'm going to do is painting for the next week or two, and that kind of sucks the life out of it. Painting is the least favorite part in general. It's the most stressful part, at least. The Outrage buggy, that is back burner. The Outrage 2, I do need to rebuild the shocks. I need to go to the hobby shop and get some more various silicone rings some more O-rings for shocks. I'm getting low. This probably shouldn't take too long, so I may start, I can probably knock this out in a couple hours, get it cleaned up, and maybe out for a run. So yes, I have no general idea. It's coming, all of it, at some point. If I was better at planning, this would probably be a better channel, but I am awful at planning, and it's generally when I sit down in the seat here, it's, ooh, let's do that. And kind of the way it works. Anyway, guys, again, I am not trying to brag or boast or any of that stuff. It's just I am giving a shout out to everybody that sent something in. It just happened to all fall within about 2.5 weeks of each other. Just, like I said, Christmas in March. I'm absolutely humbled. So thank you, everybody that sent something in. You guys really know how to spoil a guy. I appreciate it so much. And to everybody that watches and hangs out, watches all my videos, or as many as you can, and throws a thumbs up, throws a comment in the bottom, I appreciate it as well. You guys in the comments keep me going and make me want to do more videos and keep interacting with you guys. So thank you, everybody. I don't know. I don't have any more words. Thank you is the best I can do. I could say it a million times and it wouldn't be enough. Thanks, guys. Everybody out there, as always, everybody be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I will catch you guys on the next one when we're working on something of this. Take care, guys.